He framed me at work, but he didn't know I recorded everything. If you'd walked into our office last year and asked, "Who's your favorite person here?" I would have said, without thinking, Sam. Sam with the loud laugh, the office playlists, the guy who brought donuts every Friday and said things like, "If one of us eats carbs, we all eat carbs." Sam, who'd recommended me for the job, who'd told everyone, "Eli's the reason our team doesn't sink. He's the quiet genius." Yeah, that guy. Funny how the same person can be your lifeline and the one who shoves your head underwater. I didn't grow up winning anything. My older brother collected trophies. My younger sister collected scholarships. I collected participation certificates and complicated feelings. So when my manager, Priya, called me into her office and said, "Eli, I'm putting you up for the Internal Rising Star Award," I actually looked behind me to see if she meant someone else. "You've kept our biggest client from walking 3 times this year," she said. "You work late, you fix everyone's mistakes, and you never complain. It's time someone noticed." I went home floating. Sam was already on my couch, eating my chips and watching a cooking show like it was a sports game. "How'd it go?" he asked, eyes on the screen. "They're putting me up for the award," I said, trying to sound casual and missing by a mile. He paused the TV. "Seriously? Dude, that's huge." He stood up and pulled me into one of those rib-cracking bro hugs. "Finally, I've been telling them for years, you're the brain of this operation." I almost cried into his hoodie. I didn't, to be clear, but it was close. That night, he dragged me to a burger place to celebrate. He told the waitress loudly, "My guy here is about to be Employee of the Year or whatever, so bring extra fries." I fell asleep thinking, maybe this is it. Maybe I finally get a win. I had no idea the knife was already on its way to my back. A week before the award announcement, I got called into HR. No one ever gets called into HR for great job. The HR rep, Melissa, looked serious and a little uncomfortable. "Eli, we've received a complaint." My stomach dropped. "About what?" She turned her monitor so I could see. It was an email from my company account sent to our biggest client. The subject line, "Off the record." I read, feeling sicker with every line. "Honestly, I think you'd be better off leaving us. Management here is a joke. Half the time I'm cleaning up messes from people who barely know what they're doing." It went on like that, rambling, bitter, ending with, "If this gets out, I'll deny I ever said it." "It came from your address," Melissa said quietly, "on Saturday night." "I didn't write this," I said immediately. "Saturday I was at home watching movies with..." I stopped. "With Sam." "You're the only one with your password," she said. "Right?" "Yes," I lied automatically, because what was I supposed to do? Say, "Funny story, my best friend knows it too because we used to share a Netflix account and I reused it like an idiot"? "The client's upset," she said. "They're reconsidering the contract. Until we sort this out, we have to suspend you." "I'm sorry." Her voice really did sound sorry. It didn't help. I walked out in a blur. People glanced up from their desks, then away. No one said anything except Sam. "Hey, what's going on?" he called after me. I stared at him, at his concerned, confused face, at the guy who'd been on my couch Saturday night, using my Wi-Fi, knowing my password. "Nothing," I lied again. "Just gotta go." He frowned. "Want me to come over later?" "No," I said. "I think I need to be alone. Losing your job is one thing. Being suspended for something you didn't do, with the words attitude problem floating around your inbox, is another." Mom called. "It's probably a misunderstanding," she said. "They'll clear it up." My brother texted, "Tough break, man. Maybe this will push you to finally go for something better." By day 3, I'd run out of movie noise to drown out my thoughts. So I did the one thing I'm actually good at. I went back over the details, the email, the timestamp, Saturday night, 11:47 p.m. At 11:47 p.m., Sam was sitting 3 feet away from me, doing something on his laptop while we watched people yell about overcooked steak on TV. "Can I use your Wi-Fi?" he'd asked earlier. "Mine's being weird." "Yeah, same password as everything else," I'd said without thinking. "You know it. Same password as everything else." I felt cold all over. "No," I told my empty living room. He wouldn't, except I could almost hear him in my head. "If this gets out, I'll deny I ever said it. That wasn't me." That sounded like Sam when he complained after too many beers. My chest hurt. The next day, Priya called. "They won't let me interfere with HR," she said, voice tight. "But off the record, I pushed for you. Hard. Then a complaint like that surfaces from your account? Someone's playing a game. You think I did it? I asked. I think the Eli I know wouldn't, she said. I also think the Eli I know is too trusting. Who else has your password? My silence must have answered her. Oh, Eli, she sighed. You need to start writing your own story, not letting other people hold the pen. Easy to say when your entire career wasn't on fire. Still, she'd hit something true. If Sam had done this, and my stomach already knew he had, then hiding at home wasn't just pathetic, it was helping him. So I stopped hiding. Step 1, check the logs. You don't work in a semi-tech company for 3 years without learning a thing or two about digital footprints. I dug through my old files, the ones I'd backed up automatically. I still had VPN access for some reason. HR had suspended my email, not my whole account. The login history for my account showed exactly what I expected and dreaded. I was logged in at 11:47 p.m. from my home IP. But there was a second login, 10 minutes earlier, same IP, different device ID, not my laptop, Sam's. I screenshotted everything. Step 2, figure out why. Why would the guy who told me to own my greatness tank me right before I finally got recognition? The answer came 2 days later in a photo posted by a coworker, our team standing around a cake. The caption, celebrating our new Rising Star Award winner, Sam. Couldn't have gone to a better guy. Of course. Replace the quiet genius with the loud one. One email, one complaint, one conveniently timed scandal, and suddenly the safe choice is the guy with the jokes and playlists. If I'd had any doubts left, they died under that photo. Step 3, let him talk. If I confronted Sam alone, he'd deny everything. He'd twist it, make me feel like I was paranoid, that my sensitivity was acting up again. I needed him to do what he did best, perform. So when Priya texted me, I didn't tell you this, but Sam is having a little celebration at his place Friday. Half the office will be there. If you walk in, no one can say they didn't hear you out. Think about it. I thought about it a lot. Then I borrowed a little voice recorder from my cousin, the same kind she used for lectures, and I went. Sam's apartment was full of people and noise and those tiny paper plates that bend under the weight of cake. When I walked in, the music dipped for half a second. Then people started talking again as if nothing was weird. Social survival mode. Sam's smile froze when he saw me. Eli, man, good to see you. Is it? I asked. Priya was standing near the bookshelf, watching us like a hawk. I kept my face neutral. Can we talk? Sure, he said too quickly. Balcony? Perfect. We stepped outside. I'd already flicked on the recorder in my pocket. Cool night air, distant sirens, muffled bass from inside. Sam leaned on the railing, suddenly serious. Look, if this is about the email thing, he began. It is, I said. I know I didn't send it. Our tech logs show a second device logged into my account from my Wi-Fi. The same night you were at my place, using your laptop. He went very still, then he laughed. You really think I'd do that to you? You got the award, I said quietly, right after I was up for it and got suspended. What am I supposed to think? It wasn't my fault they picked me, he said. I've been working hard too, you know. I never said you hadn't, I replied. I'm saying someone typed words only you have ever said about management, from my account, on your device, in my house. His jaw clenched. You're being dramatic, Eli. You always do this. Turn everything into some big betrayal story. People notice that, you know. They talk. There it was. The flip. What did you think would happen? I asked. I'd just disappear? You'd get the promotion and a clear conscience? He rolled his eyes. You think too small. This is how the game works. Someone gets thrown under the bus. Someone else gets pulled into the limo. I just decided it wasn't going to be me under the wheels this time. The words hung in the air. Wow, I said softly, so it really was you. He froze. That's not, you're twisting. Hey, Sam, I interrupted, opening the balcony door wider. You might want to lower your voice. The bus and limo metaphor was a little loud. I turned. Half the party was staring. Priya, Melissa from HR, 3 people from my team, all standing near the doorway, having clearly heard at least the last part. In my pocket, the recorder blinked its tiny red light. Sam's face drained of color. You set me up, he whispered. You set me up first, I said. I just hit record. After that, things moved fast. Priya asked me, gently, to send her the audio and the tech logs. Melissa reopened my case. The client, when shown the evidence, agreed not only to stay, but to file their own complaint about security issues and internal misconduct. Sam didn't get fired on the spot. HR doesn't work like movie justice, but he was placed on leave pending investigation, and the Rising Star Award rescinded. The company issued an internal statement about misuse of credentials and unethical behavior. They didn't say his name. They didn't have to. People talk. As for me, they lifted my suspension. No formal apology, just an awkward meeting where Melissa said, "We regret the stress this situation caused you." And Priya added, "For what it's worth, I'm glad everyone else finally sees what I've seen in you." I went back to my desk. Some people avoided looking at me. Some came up and said, "Hey man, sorry about all that." Mostly, I answered emails and tried not to shake. Revenge doesn't feel as triumphant as movies say. It mostly feels like exhaustion with a side of shaky relief. I still don't have a trophy. I probably never will. But when I walk past the empty desk where Sam used to sit with his playlists and donuts and easy laugh, I feel something strange. Not victory, not gloating, just free. I spent years thinking being quiet meant I had to take whatever people dished out. Turns out it just meant they never saw it coming when I finally hit record and told my own story.